from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football.
Welcome back, and we're now going to throw to the Colts segment. You can probably tell this morning Alex DeGardi is not with us today, but he did catch up with a couple of the boys out at the winter resort at the Belmont Lions. Namely, he caught up with Andrew Wiley and Mitchell Bold. Here's Alex.
We're all about juniors here on the Colts segment of the GDFL Footy Show. And we've got one of the youngest Colts in the competition in Andy Wiley. Andy, first year of Colts, what's your impression of the level of competition?
Oh, well, it's a lot faster footy. It's good for you. It helps you out a lot, makes you a better footballer, and it's good to have good players around you as well. So, yeah. Speaking
of the good players, as a first-year player, who are the teammates that have really impressed you early?
Oh, Jesse Phillips, yeah, he's a real good player. He's good through the mid. Same with Mitch Bowl over there. Yeah, he's a really good player. Richie's my brother. Yeah, he's good in the back line, and yeah, and Al as well, the captain. He's a very good player as well.
Yep. It's not often we have two brothers playing off in the same team. Is there any rivalry or prep talks in the household on a Friday night before the game?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of niggling about and just. Yeah, everyone getting into him when I do something good, and yeah, it doesn't really work both ways because I'm a lot younger than him. So yeah, when he does something good, he's meant to be better. So yeah.
Well, it's good he's one of the older ones, as is this gentleman to my left in Mitch Bolt. Mitch, third year of Colts footy. What's been the learning experience so far at this level?
Oh, it's just been good with coming through. You see develop a lot of young guys coming through. Like third year now, I've been the young guy, the 18's been mentored. Now I'm bringing up guys like Andy, helping them prepare for when they do get to 18, play senior footy. So it's been good.
Yep. Well, speaking of fine leadership, you guys have only had the one win so far this season, and yet I believe you kicked 5 goals that day. Tell us, what was the secret?
I just got a bit of space actually when implemented a couple of new structures teams wanted to do, so wheeling back in space kind of thing, and yeah, having to get on the hand of a couple there.
As a third-year Colts expert, interesting yesterday's result, top of the table for Division 3, Bannockburn defeated North Geelong by 1 point. Does that go to show you how even the competition is?
Yeah, it does. I mean, North Geelong got the better of us, and then last week South Bowen pushed them as well, so to see Bannockburn get up really opened up a bit more for competition.
One last one, boys. Your coach, Aaron Reefus, in the seniors for Belmont, kicked an impossible boundary goal. Did you guys dare him to do it, or what was the story?
He's got some tickets on himself, Reefer. He doesn't mind himself, but yeah, if he's done the goals, yeah, he's pretty open himself.
Your thoughts, Andy?
Oh, I didn't really see it, but from what you're saying, it seems like it was pretty good. But yeah, just good for him to back himself with that kind of kick. So
beautiful. Yeah, great to see they're all behind the coach, and we're all behind Colts footy here on Channel 31.
And Alex will be back again with us next Saturday morning live in the studio with everything that's Colts. And the Colts matches on this afternoon are this weekend, Division 2 Saturday, Lara versus Anarchy. And Division 3 Saturday this afternoon, North Geelong are taking on East Geelong. Bannockburn are taking on Corio 1. Mottawarri are taking on the Belmont Lions, presumably out at the MCG. And Division 4 Saturday's games, the Winchelsea Blues are taking on the Bell Park 2. And Ocean Grove 2 are taking on Corio 2. So there you go, folks. You know everything about what's happening in Colts footy over the weekend. Now, as we've been saying in the first segment, it's a big day up at the Duck Pond today when they've got their 30-year celebration. Richard Lewczuk was coach in 1984 and he was president in 2004. I got it right this time, didn't I?
No, you forgot the Chooka.
Oh, that's right. Richard Chooka Lewczuk. I've got it there right, folks. How's that? I don't say I don't make these blues every now and again, but I've got it right this time. So, Richard, welcome to the show on a Saturday morning, mate. Good to have you here.
Thanks, Dick. Thanks for having me.
You must be very excited, mate, particularly the fact that your club has been in the GDFL 30 years and it was celebrating your 2004 premiership, and you've been involved practically all the time in that history, haven't you?
Certainly have. It's going to be an exciting day. We've got plenty of past players coming down for that day, which is terrific. And I've been lucky enough to be involved in both those premierships, which is just terrific. Yep.
Chooka, before we start with you, right, because it's not all about you, what I want to know is we were in the Western Suburban Football League, not the Western Region, the Western Suburban Football League, and we decided to make the move to come down here to Geelong. Who was on the committee and who were some of the blokes that instigated that move, which has obviously been a fantastic move for the club?
Oh, well, Scotty Parker was president at the time. We don't see much of Scotty these days, but I'm sure he'll be there on Saturday. Alan Stewart, everyone knows Alan Stewart. He's been around a long time, has been a great administrator for the club. There's been a lot of good people. Yappa was there, at some stage.
Thought you said good people.
Or Bobby Chamberlain, and a number of other people that, you know, just can't get my head around.
Mick O'Malley, maybe?
Oh, Mick was there, and Mick is still there. So
Brownie? What about Robbie Brown?
Robert Brown. Robert and I go back a long way. He's been a real good supporter of the club and still comes down every Saturday when he can. So yeah, he actually was one of the main instigators of that move.
Okay, look, that's pretty important. We'll forget about those blokes. We'll get back to you now. You, before we come into the GDFL, you were the coach in 1982 and 83 for premierships,
yep.
And then the 84 premiership. In that time, let's sort of concentrate on the GDFL part of it. I know there's the Gary Vaughans and some of those great champions from the past, but in the GDFL, who were some of the better players that you coached and saw at Werribee?
Look, I think the most outstanding player that I've seen in the GDFL, and not because he played with Centrals, but is Jason Festuca. He was just a gun, all-round footballer, had the ability to do whatever he wanted to, whenever he wanted. You know, it was just great. Simon Calvert was another one. He was a good player. Simon, Heathbuck, Roland Beck. Now, these are guys that have played with our club. Kevin Keogh was one, Alan Burke. Nug Hart was another one, was a consistent player with us.
Nug? You're kidding me!
Within the league itself, the GDFL, I don't think you could go far past Ricky O'Toole's being a top player. Darryl Jones, excellent on his day. Yeah.
I haven't asked you that question yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
go on, keep going, keep going.
Darryl Bissett, Timmy Gardner, just some of the top players that I can associate with.
What about Grubby? Did he ever get a run out there, or he couldn't see him with the long grass?
Who?
Oh, yeah, no, who exactly?
Hey, good on
thank
you.
you. Well done, Richard. We're working well this morning.
Oh,
Good to have
working
three
real
dicks all in the same segment, isn't it, eh?
Big heads. Is that quiet enough?
No, we all heard it. We all heard it. You're an idiot.
I've got one more question.
Yeah, ask him another
question. Have we got a couple of seconds there, Cogsy?
He hasn't done his one finger yet.
Now, we've concentrated on 84, but you're also president in 2004. You also came back for 2 coaching stints in the middle of that?
Three,
and they were unsuccessful.
Played in 2 preliminary finals.
Yeah, so unsuccessul as flagged. Do you think that's why they overlooked you for being coach of the team of the century and gave it to Billy Hudson?
No, Billy deserved it. He was the instigator of the first premiership that we won in the Western Suburbs, and yeah, thoroughly deserved the coach of the century.
Oh, you liar!
Unbelievable.
Go on.
Richard, thanks very much for coming in, mate. Here it is. There it is, the big day today, the Heritage Day. And it is, of course, the 94 points that were match of the day this afternoon. We wish you well today for a great day, mate. And there's nothing better than the history of our clubs, and that's what keeps us running. We love it all, and particularly when you've got something to celebrate like today. So thanks for coming in for the special segment this morning. But we would ask you if you'd like to stick around for the last segment and help us out with the footy previews this afternoon. Can you do that for us?
No worries, thank you.
Good on you, mate. Richard Lewczuk, who was the coach of the 1984 Werribee Central side and the president in 2004, and that was, and I'll do it again, Richard Chooka Lewczuk.
Beautiful.
But there's Dick and Dick. We're going to take a break and come back after this.
We are the Raiders from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.